What's, oh Lord, he's muted. Hold on. All right, go start it over. You were muted.
Yeah, I was. You go ahead and do the introduction.
All right, what's going on, everybody? This is your boys from the OTR Wrestling Podcast. I am your man OTR Trey, aka Treyway, aka Wednesday Night Trey, and as always, it wouldn't be technical. It wouldn't be an OTR show without technical difficulties. But my co-host could definitely let y'all know who he is.
What's going on, everybody? This is OTR Mic Drop on Wednesday.
Woo!
It's always at
Hold
the
on.
beginning, though. It's always at the beginning.
Hold on. Got something. Oh man. Well, we got a jam-packed show for y'all today. Damn, did you realize that it took me a minute to realize that All In was this weekend was on Sunday.
Yeah,
It took me a minute.
yeah. I thought it was a little bit more like distant than what it already was, but
And then I got thrown off because they have All In and they have All Out. All Out is
yeah,
going to be the one that's at the Texas Stadium for the Rangers.
there it
So
is.
I got
Yeah,
thrown. At first, I was like, damn, did they switch it from Wembley? But yeah, so we got some AEW topics. You want to talk about the non pay per view stuff first? Get that out the way.
yeah. So we go ahead and talk about it. So the first one we talk about Dustin Rhodes is a double champ. Um,
Hold on, bro. Yeah, somehow you got muted again.
you can't hear me.
I hear you. I hear you now. All right, everybody, hold on. Mike Drop is getting himself together. While he's gone, let me go ahead and say so. We got a few topics. What he was talking about was the Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara becoming ROH tag champs. So he was talking about that. Then we have a couple of other ones. All right, I see Mike Drop is back. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, I can hear you.
All right,
Trying to get
yeah, go ahead and
some
finish what
extra
you was.
headphones set up.
All right, go ahead and finish what you were saying about Dustin Rhodes.
But he is a double champ now. He won the ROH tag team championship with Sammy Guevara last Friday.
Hmm.
So basically, do you feel like that they are trying to catapult Dustin Rhodes to make him look significant to Cody, or because this is his like he's on his last leg?
Both. I think it's both. Because what did they do after the night after WrestleMania, or like their show after first show after WrestleMania? They had a Rhodes go against a Samoan because they had Dustin Rhodes go against Samoa Joe.
Yeah,
Like Dustin Rhodes hasn't gotten any significant play or TV time in years. Uh,
facts.
so them deciding to, and this could also be a way for them to try and rehabilitate Sammy Guevara's image by putting him with Dustin, since Dustin's a very well respected figure in the wrestling business. They could be doing that because
Hmm.
Sammy's got Sammy has and probably still does have some issues.
Facts.
So that's what I think about it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that because Cody is on his high horse right now, that they basically trying to, you know, not make Dustin seem insignificant.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's just to ride the wave of the Rhodes name. If you
Yeah,
notice, if you notice, they've started showcase like Devon Eric's signed to ROH, so now they're using that
hmm
family as well. Um, I'm surprised. I guess they didn't have them when the Iron Claw movie came out, but you see they're starting to use them now, and I wouldn't be mad at that. I like when wrestling families. You see what WWE is doing with the Bloodline now.
yeah,
So
they're
I like
using multi families.
when you have a historic family in wrestling. I love when they get on TV and they have good storylines. So I would love to see the Von Erichs actually make it to AEW television and not just one-off appearances.
Yeah,
Hmm. All right. Anything you got? Anything else on that?
say that again.
I said you got anything else on that before we move on to the next AEW topic?
Oh no, I'm good with that. Just wanted to give your thoughts about that.
All right. Well, tell me how you feel. Well, I know how you feel because you posted it and sent it to us. But Jack Perry's new TNT Championship,
Okay, so I did like how he posted that video of how
how he
he
made it.
created the chick. Yeah, I feel like that was dope. Now, we just talked about this. I want to say it was like 2 weeks ago that every TNT champion has a different title. Um, I don't. I guess that's them making their mid card seem more significant than um, WWE's mid card because they keep changing it. We haven't really gotten like title changes because a certain person held the title since John Cena with the US title or The Rock or yeah, I want to say The Rock.
I'm actually surprised that Logan didn't customize the U.S. title.
Yeah. And like they've been thinking about it even with LA Knight. I guess it would cost too much money or it'd be too much work for them if they customize
Yeah,
the title per title holder. But I'm like, just looking at it, the way that things are going, even with WWE, the way that at the length of time that they're holding these titles, I think that they can afford that.
Gunther definitely should have customized his.
Yeah, yeah,
Roman didn't have to because he had like three different belts,
exactly. So
and
they
then he
pretty
got
much
a brand new one,
customized it.
and then he got a brand new one at the very end.
Yeah, like so they customized that to be gold since he's the golden one, the golden child. But
Hmm.
I mean, I think is dope with Jack Perry's new title. I do like the black one, like the black how it's like that matte rusted black, like, and then he got
Hmm.
that little slash of red on there to make it look like blood. But I think it's dope.
Yeah, and
Now,
then wait, hold on, real quick. When Edge had the TNT Championship, did you wish he customized his?
no,
Because he didn't have it long enough.
nah, I don't. Yeah, and that goes back to my point to where I say like if you're gonna have a lengthy title reign, then yeah, the customization is fine. Like or because of the person, it should be a custom title. Like MJF, he every time he wins a championship, he customizes it. So that's basically
Exactly.
attached to his character. Um, Jack Perry, not sure, but I do like it. It fits, his heelness. So, and I think that would be dope. Like if you're a heel, you have a customized heel belt, and then if you're a face, you have like the
The
typical
regular.
prestige. Yeah,
Yeah.
the regular prestige one. Like Damian Priest, when he was a heel with the Judgment Day, it would have been dope if he would have had a Judgment Day customized tight world title.
Well, he had the customized Judgment Day briefcase.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, he's a heel, so they should have like a
Well,
dark title for heels.
if Finn ends up winning that championship eventually, he'll probably make it like a demon version or something, like a Judgment Day.
No, because then that looks like Bray Wyatt's title.
Okay, well maybe not put his face on it, but like maybe like put it on the strap. Put like the demon
Yeah, some
claws and stuff.
yeah. But I
I
feel
can
like
see
that they should,
I can see Dom definitely customizing his.
yeah, a dirt bag title.
hmm Oh, speaking of that, real
But
quick, you saw that Rey Mysterio said he's down for the mask versus hair match. He came out recently and
mm,
said he's still down for it.
mm. But yeah,
Well, we'll talk
I'm
about
just
that
throwing it
later.
out there. WWE, AEW, if you're listening, you can have a heel title and then you can have a face title. I feel like that'd be dope.
hmm Uh, Now we have one more AEW. Oh, so I saw this and I wanted to get your thoughts about it. So it was a report coming out saying that AEW talents have been voicing concerns about the low attendance at their shows. How you feel about that? I wish Jay was here for this one too.
I mean, low crowd attendance is a reflection of low venues and a reflection of your booking and a reflection of your management, right? Um,
Yeah, it's
mind you,
all encompassing.
if you right, but I do want to say one thing with WWE. I feel like their specter hits everybody. It hits children. It hits um, old people. Like you get what I'm saying? Like grandparents. It hits every generation. AEW, I think right now their issue is that they're stuck in a one generational platform, which
Well,
is
yeah, because they have a specific
our
demographic that they're
age
going
range.
after. Yeah.
Yeah, our age range, right? The mid year crowd, like early 20s to early 40s. I feel like that's it. That's their cutoff. They bring old talent, but it doesn't draw in old people. You get what I'm saying?
hmm
Um, so I think that's an issue that they have as far as low crowd attendance. And then, come on, man. It, and it's tough, like when you're dealing with such a gorilla type company and
What's
you're
up, Zandel?
hosting shows and you're hosting, what up, y'all?
Oh,
And
truth in
you're
the building.
hosting when you're hosting shows the day after uh 15,000 to 20,000 crowd, and then you got a show the day after, like, and nobody's going to really travel all the way across country, but you got people traveling across country to go to a WWE show, but nobody's really traveling across country to go to an AEW show. But it still goes back to the venues, man. Like you're in small crowds except for pay-per-view.
Yeah. And as we're speaking about AEW and low crowds, uh, AEW Dynamite is on. This is the go home show for All In. I mean, I'm sorry, for All Out. All In. Damn. All In. And Mercedes Monet is coming out now with Camille. Britt Baker's already in the ring. They're about to do the contract signing, which is hilarious because why are you signing the contract 5 days before the match?
First of all, why are you signing a contract when you already know it's a match between y'all? See, that's another thing, right? Um,
This
this
is in
whole
real time.
contract stuff,
We're watching this in real time.
this whole contract thing, right? I feel like contracts should be signed at the beginning of a feud. I
Yeah.
don't think a contract should be signed right before the match.
Like that big size one. There she is. She's jacked.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like contract, okay, yeah, I'm about to make this dotted, boom. Let's have the initial contract. But then since it is already contracted, then you can start having the representation of the face to face and stuff. Like they're signing the contract right before they we been knew that they were gonna fight each other again.
Yeah.
Like we knew that for 3 weeks. So now
Yeah.
you're just signing a contract just to say it's legally binded. No, you should have signed that about 3 weeks ago and then let the tensions arise back and forth.
Yeah. I agree. I always think that the contract definitely should be signed early.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay, so like look at the crowd. You see
Yeah.
our age range, like, but then look at the venue. They're about to start doing smaller venues, so it could look like it's more people there.
Like they were doing initially.
Yeah,
Like when they came to Charlotte, they were at the Greensboro the Charlotte Coliseum,
yeah,
Bojangles, the
yeah.
Bojangles
And
Coliseum. So
you were still cutting off half of the Coliseum.
yeah, it was crazy. But
Yeah,
going back to the low attendance, yeah, I just think that when they had that small boom in success, I think it got to Tony Khan's head, and that's when he started running off at the mouth and talking all that stuff about WWE, and he thought that his product was pulling in more than they were at the time,
right.
and it just came back. It started biting him in the ass because you
Yeah.
trying to run these venues like WWE, but you can't, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Just look, just because you got WWE talent doesn't mean you're gonna have WWE success.
Yeah.
I
Now I
guarantee
got this.
you, I guarantee,
Oh, go ahead.
I guarantee you, he would have had more success with his regular talent than better success without WWE talent. You get like it's just me. I feel like if you would have just stuck with your guns or who you had without getting all these luck of the draw WWE talents, I think you would have still had success. Like your John Moxley, that was your core. Like I feel like everybody else around him, it would still had a much impact. Now I feel like we're getting a NXT type promotion, like I mean, they got a bigger crowd than NXT, but I feel like that we're getting a smaller representation of WWE.
So I got the TV on mute, so I can't hear what Mercedes is saying. But people been killing her lately about her promos. Honestly, I don't think her promos are as bad as people are saying. I think that they're wanting her to be Sasha Banks, and she's trying not to be Sasha Banks. She's trying to be
I'm
Mercedes
sorry.
Monet.
I'm sorry. She's Sasha Banks, regardless of the fact.
She don't want to be Sasha Banks.
Yeah, she don't
And
want
then
to,
and
but I'm sorry.
and then Britt Baker could cut promos too. So this match actually should be more hyped than the what it's being receiving. What do you think?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Here goes Andal. Mercedes still can't promo. So he said still, which means that he must not like her as Sasha cutting promos neither.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so like what you said, WWE got 40 plus years of experience and fandom on AEW. I get it. It's all true, but you still have 20 like individuals that got 20 plus years of talent that still promote poorly. And that's not bad for them. They just don't have the representation to promote for them the same way that they had in WWE. Like, and that's just the truth. Like, they don't have anybody writing these scripts. A lot of times they're going free.
Hmm.
I was about to say free ball, but pause. They're
Freestyling. They're freestyling.
freestyling. Yes, they're freestyling majority of the time. But you could tell who's natural. You could tell who
Trying to ad
comes.
lib.
Yeah, you could tell who comes from the corporate lab. in which is WWE. WWE is the corporate lab, right? They build you. They're a prototype type brand. AEW is the let loose. AEW is a $1 billion indie company.
Okay, so he's saying none of the horsewomen are good promos in actuality. I don't agree with that. I think Charlotte's a good promo. I think Becky can be, and Bailey.
Bailey's
Yeah, I think they're all pretty good.
yeah. I went.
I think
Sasha will
Charlotte's the. I think
probably
Charlotte's the best though. Charlotte's the best.
yeah. Becky, it's Becky accent that messes it up for her. And no shade to her accent, but it is. It's a verbal dyslexia. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, Xander, we're not about to start. We're not about to start. We're not about to start. We're about to have a successful podcast today. We are going to have a successful podcast today. I am not in my feelings. I am feeling better. I am not sick. So we are going to have a successful podcast today. Okay? For real, for real. We not about to. Come on, let's go to the next topic. Let's go to the next topic.
All right. Well, let's just get into our predictions. That's the next topic for AEW. So, I
Yeah.
swear I do this every single
With
time. I'm
this,
supposed to have this shit ready.
for this, well, we're gonna start with the match between these two. That's actually showing now. For some reason, I feel like Mercedes is gonna win.
Okay. Did you just see the way that Mercedes Camille got the things, and Mercedes just grabbed her, trying to hold her in the chair while Britt
Yeah.
jumped over the thing. But okay, yeah. So with this one, let me see. Britt Baker versus Sasha Banks. I mean, damn, I said it. Mercedes Monet. Yeah, I think they made such a big deal about giving her two belts. I think that it's too early to take it off of her. This is her first real uh this is her first real feud since she's won it ever since she had it with
Yeah.
Willow. So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
would say that she's still going to win. Um,
Yeah.
who knows how long how many matches, how long this feud's going to last. But yeah, I would
Mm-hmm.
say yeah, I agree. Mercedes is going to win.
Yeah.
Um, well, let's stick with the ladies. Tony Storm versus Mariah May.
I'm going with Mariah May. I feel like Tony Storm is there already. Right. Yeah.
There's
I
really
feel
not
like
much
Tony
more she
Storm
could
has
do,
held that belt. Yeah, I feel like she's held that title for too long.
and she's a two-time champion. So she's still yeah, I agree. I think Mariah May is going to win. I agree. Oh my bad. She loses first major match. Nah. Oh, he must
Who,
be talking
Mariah
about
May?
Mercedes. Nah, he must be talking about Mercedes. He has
Oh,
to be.
okay.
Oh, he talking about Mariah May. So,
Bro,
he
what?
said no. He said she loses first major match. Nah, meaning that Mariah May's gonna win.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's about to turn up. Won't you?
I'm about to be, oh, what? You about to make me? Wow, shots fired.
Now, so yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Mariah May. Now let's move on to. Oh, and real quick, let me see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, they only have eight matches on this card, not including
Oh,
if you count the pre-show match, that's nine.
well,
So
it's about damn time because usually they have a doggone match card of 12 to 14.
and they matches go at least 30 minutes each.
Yeah, boy, they
I
pay
will
per
say
views
this
be
about AEW. I
long.
said, matter of fact, when we talked about the low attendance just now, I will say this, and I said this on the pod. Um, well, years. I say years. Well, it probably was a year or two ago when we went to that AEW event. I did say
Mm-hmm.
that as much as I love WWE, AEW was probably the one where I got my money's worth. We got the pre-show matches. We got Dynamite, and then we got 2 hours of AEW Dark. So I said this back there. I feel like I got that $88, whatever I paid. I definitely got my money's worth. I like 6 hours of wrestling. So
Yeah,
definitely
I still feel
definitely got
like
my money's worth.
nah. I still feel like Clash of the Champions was well worth the non-pay.
Well, yeah, but we didn't have to spend no money.
So,
So the money that we
come
did
on, man.
spend.
I don't care. No, the seats count way more than the money spent. We were in the first two rows,
Oh my
and we
God,
got to
I'm
go
not. I
backstage.
can't. I'm not.
You know
I
what?
can't count that because it's
Whatever,
always
Trey.
going to win.
Whatever,
It's
Trey.
always going to win.
Whatever, Trey.
It's always going to win.
It's always going to win. Exactly. It's always going to win.
That's what helped launch this podcast.
Truth. It was a lot of wrestling, and I even left early. I left at 11 o'clock, and it was still wrestling going on.
I ain't end up leaving out of there until like close to 1 o'clock.
Hold on.
Oh, I just saw that. All you can eat buffet when you go into a food coma. Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. AEW had my ass tired, bro. No homo. Like I was.
before we get back on topic, uh, I did an interview, guys. I told JD about it. That interview will be dropping on this Sunday, actually. AEW All In.
Mm,
So I talked about the start of the podcast, and I'll get more into it closer we get to Sunday. But you saying bringing up Clash made me think about it because I talked about that a lot. My first ever
true.
interview. But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted about that. All right, let's get back to the card. All right, so let's do. We spoke about it earlier. TNT Championship. Jack Perry versus Darby Allin. Who you got?
Come on, man. He ain't make a new belt just to
I was
lose
about
it.
to say that'd be insane if he made that new belt just to lose it right
Ain't no
away.
way. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It do fit Darby in a way too. So, but I'm
It
going with
does.
Jack Perry.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
Bro, is that a British version of Shawn Michaels fighting Chris Jericho?
What the hell? Oh, all I see is Big Bill. Who is this?
Bro, I
Oh,
promise
you
you,
see,
he.
Jericho came out and made a statement. He said pretty much said, "Fuck y'all, they keep telling me to retire."
Yeah. What did he
Oh, I
say?
forgot coughing. Oh, he said he going for Darby.
Okay, so
Isn't Darby a two-time TNT champion already?
yeah, so this is what I want to bring into some light. I don't know if it's gonna sway your opinion on this, but if you notice, most most wrestlers lose in a stipulation match that they created. Think about it. The Undertaker has lost more coffin matches than he's won. He's lost more dead, buried alive matches than he's won. The Great Khali has lost more Punjabi prison matches than he's won. Like it's a reputation. It's their match. It's built for them to win, but they lose it.
But that's WWE.
I'm just saying, period. Like okay, so in a coffin match,
I mean, yeah, that's true. Because look, the Bloodline
didn't
hasn't won
didn't
a
him and
Bloodline Rules match yet.
did him and no him and Stain won in their coffin match, right? Or
Yeah,
did they lose that? Because it was against
I don't think Sting.
Swerve.
Sting might have been. I think Sting might have been undefeated his whole run.
Yeah, because it was against Swerve in his posse. So I think that they did a coffin drop on Swerve through the coffin.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like that Yeah, I don't see Darby winning it, but it's just me.
All right, so the chat and us are split. Uh, oh yeah, and for y'all being such loyal viewers to the podcast, one of these days when we're doing this, if y'all want to hop on screen, just let me know. I'll send the invite
Facts,
to you, and you can just hop on with us.
facts.
So you don't got to
Yeah,
keep talking in the comments.
especially when it's just two.
uh, yeah, we was just two y'all. We just bring y'all on. Uh, next we have Will Ospreay versus MJF for the AEW American Championship.
Hey, this is actually a good one.
You know I love me some
Now
MJF. That's my boy. Uh oh, we got a
you
new
know what?
person. What's up,
You
playing
know what?
sarcasm?
You know what? Me and Zandal, we are seeing eye to eye right now. So I'm going with MJF right now. MJF too.
Oh well, you know I'm going with MJF.
Man, it's the custom belt theory for me, man. It's the custom belt theory. Like, you don't make a custom belt to lose it. I don't know. Like, not that quick, but I mean,
Going back to this comment. Uh, the people that they've pushed to the moon from the company already. Darby, uh, MJF, Britt Baker, Swerve. Who else? Who else? I want to say Jack Perry because
it's
when he was in
Jungle Express.
Jungle Express, they were pushed. They were being pushed. They stuck Luchasaurus with Christian, trying to get him over more as a heel. Um, I think they did a pretty good job. Sammy Guevara was getting pushed crazy when it first started.
Mm-hmm.
His first match was against
Yeah.
Cody on the very first episode.
Yes, sir. The pillars.
Yeah, the pillars, all the pillars. That's why they have them.
Yeah, exactly.
But all right, next match. Yeah, Will Ospreay. I think it's good. It's okay if he loses some matches and if he loses back to back matches to the same person. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. It's not going to do anything bad for him. MJF, you're trying to reestablish him as the top heel in the company. Uh, you got him shitting on everybody and bigging up America. We just came out of the Olympics. Uh, and
Mm-hmm.
what better way to put even more heat on MJF than to have him uh, cheat against Will Ospreay in London?
True.
I mean, the shit writes itself. All right.
Hey, listen, bruv. Listen, bruv. There is no way that Will Osprey is gonna win, bruv. Like, I'm sorry.
All right. And before we get to the oh yeah, before we get to the main championship, so we have a AEW World Trios Championship. We have Christian Cage and the Patriarchy, which is Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus, versus
Mm-hmm.
the Bang Bang Gang, Bullet Club Gold, no Jay White. So it's the Guns and Juice Robinson versus the House of Black. Who you got?
Ooh, I'm going with the House of Black,
Okay, because
and
I
I'm going
think
with the House of Black
yeah, because the Patriarchy are the
because
champions.
yeah, but I'm going with the House of Black, and I feel like that Luchasaurus or whatever his name is now.
Nick Wayne. Oh yeah, it's not Luchasaurus. It's Kill Shot or Kill Switch. Kill Switch.
kill kill switch. I feel like he got disrespected once Christian didn't put the title on him and is only using him as a muscle. So I feel like he gonna turn.
Do you think that the Patriarchy is hitting the final stretch?
The patriarchy been hit the final stretch.
When do you think that happened? After his feud with Copeland?
Yeah, yeah.
Because prior to that, Christian was doing some of the best work he's ever done.
He was, and mind you, he's doing good, but I
and he
don't know.
still
Like
is.
he's built up
Nick
Nick Wayne to
Wayne.
be a competitor. Yeah, kill switch. I mean, he's the same. No matter whether you put a dark mask on him or a green mask on him, he's still the same. He's still Luchasaurus. I feel like that because he's being very overshadowed right now. I feel like he's about to break off. I don't know if he's going to do his own thing. I don't think he finds himself with anybody. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I do see him exiting stage left very soon.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he should have been more of a. If I had to compare who I wanted him to be like, I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I
go
want to say
ahead.
like a I want
Uh
to say
huh.
Like a Kane maybe.
I knew you was gonna say it.
Uh,
I knew you was gonna say it. I knew you
Kane
was
when I
gonna say it
Kane
because I
Kane
was thinking the exact
early
same thing.
Kane. Kane when he didn't
Yeah,
talk.
man. No talking. Yeah, no talking. Like,
Okay. Playing sarcasm, bro. You late as hell.
oh damn, is you watching a playback? Bro, you 20 minutes behind.
All right, but let me. Matter of fact, speaking of Mercedes, I had this. So I've been speaking to some people about this. I have an idea of a way to get Mercedes even more heat. Tell me what you think about this. So you know how she's real chummy with the Bucks.
Hmm.
Why don't they just why doesn't she just join the elite? She's already the
Yeah.
CEO. They're the EVP. They're the EVPs. And then the reason why I said that was because if if people really do have an issue with her promos, if you put her with the elite, so with her being the CEO,
Hmm.
you could just have them do press releases on her behalf,
Yeah.
something
Hmm.
like that. And I think that that'd be a good way to do it
Yep.
because she's already cool with them. So you might as well, and it'd be a good
Yeah.
way to. I like it. I like it when there's a girl or two in some of these groups. It just gives it a different
Yeah.
dynamic. So
Yeah.
that's
I
my
would.
that's my thoughts on that.
I definitely feel like, and I hate when certain superstars feel like they're too big of a superstar to be in a group.
hmm I mean, you see
If that
what's
makes sense,
happening.
because
You see what's
you've
happening
come
with
to see some.
we look what happened when Rhea got with Judgment Day. This is the most success she's ever had in her
Exactly.
career.
Like,
Look what happened when Liv Morgan
yep,
got with
you're
Judgment
never
Day.
too big.
Most success she's had in her
Hmm.
career so far.
Yeah, you're never too big to be in a group.
And Naomi needs to join the bloodline because what the fuck? But we'll talk about that at another time because that'll give her the most success
She
in
need
her
to join
career.
Rum, and Nia needs to join 2.0.
Yeah, so that way they can feud against each other.
Yep.
All right, so moving on.
Hmm.
So, oh yeah, I didn't give my pick. So you picked House of Black. I don't want us to agree on everything, so I'm gonna go Bang Bang
Hey,
Gang.
what's wrong with that?
I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
Well, fuck it. I'm gonna go HOB too.
It's been
House
almost a
of
year
Black.
since House of Black has
Yeah,
held the trios.
and it's looking like Malachi not going anywhere. Also, Buddy already resigned.
Yeah.
Everybody thought that he was going to be out.
Yeah.
Uh oh, and then but you saw the shit that when uh when Rhea got betrayed by Dom, you saw what Buddy put out. He was like, "AOTK, can I
Hmm.
get loaned over there for a minute?"
Right.
That would be crazy because he would fit right into the storyline. Because
Yep.
he
Even
remember he was dating Dom's sister in storyline.
Yep. But hey, Triple H just put out that he has no intentions on doing any kind of crossover with AEW.
This would be the only because honestly, I could understand that, but this is the only one where it would actually make sense because it's a past history and it would be long term storytelling. But the only problem is
Yeah.
what you gonna start. What you gonna do? Start having fucking Carlito and JD run up in AEW and attack Malachi Black and Brody King?
Oh, so I know this is totally off topic, right?
Hmm.
But how long was Ed's contract with AEW?
Uh, it was only a couple years, but he said he's gonna be in AEW till he retires.
You think that still stick, knowing that John Cena is retiring and he was like one of John Cena's biggest rivals?
Okay, here we go. All right. So,
Hey, I'm just saying, he's hurt. There has to be there
okay.
has to be an injury clause to release you from your contract. Yeah, I just did that to you, bro. I just did that to you.
Damn it, John Cena and this damn retirement tour is about to just bring up all the takes all the takes you can have. Pause. Whoa. but but the crazy thing
Hey,
is if
hey.
Edge came back, it could serve two purposes. Because he could get involved in the Judgment Day storyline,
Mm-hmm.
and he could. But
Yeah.
the crazy thing is, he shouldn't side with Rhea and Priest either because they turned on him first.
No,
He shouldn't side with them or
exactly.
Finn. He shouldn't side with either one, and he already beat Finn.
But I'm just saying,
Um, but yeah, but
I just thought about
John
that
Cena.
because
Oh my god. Oh my god.
John Cena
When we
about to
get to
have
our
the whole
WWE
damn
talk,
roster flip.
when we get to our WWE talk, I got some stuff. But all right, let's finish up this damn predictions. Sorry, AEW, I'm not trying to rush y'all. Let's see
I
here.
am.
All right. All right. Oh, any pick for the casino gauntlet match, aka their Money in the Bank? Winner gets a world title shot.
Winner gets a world title shot.
As long as it ain't Moxley, I'm cool.
Um, shoot, who's in it?
You know I don't know that. I want to say
Um,
I think a good person to win it, even though I haven't seen him on TV in a while. Okada is about to fight. Who is he about to fight? Pac. Oh, this is women's world. What the fuck? Oh, Tony Storm is in the ring.
she's
Oh, she's
fighting.
fighting Soraya. She's fighting Soraya,
Yeah.
and they say Soraya's contract is coming up too in AEW. You think she's gonna resign?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So I feel
Oh, but
like
what
it's
was the
gonna be
what the fuck was he saying? Oh yeah,
somebody from
Casino.
Swerve's past.
I want to say it should be. I was gonna say it should be Wardlow, but that's what I was talking about.
True.
Wardlow, but I haven't seen him on TV in forever, and I think they just got rid of that whole
Mm-mm.
Undisputed Kingdom shit.
Yeah.
I feel like they just stopped. They just killed that. Uh, okay, so this is for the women's championship. Okay, Soraya's definitely not winning this. Look, she had already ripped her fishnets on her cheeks. Uh, Soraya's
Come on,
trash.
man. Let's finish this AEW stuff.
My bad, man. Well, AEW is going on right now.
I know that's the bad part about doing the show while the show was on.
All right, the tag championship. It's a triple threat, which I'm glad because Young Bucks and FTR, they they drove it into the ground, kind of like how they did the New Day and the Usos when they just kept fighting each
Yeah.
other over and over and over again. But you got I said MJF. You got FTR versus the Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed.
And believe it or not, the Acclaim seem like they the second heel of this little match.
Yeah.
these are that These are the only
No.
two tag teams that are being promoted heavy like that.
Yeah, you still got Top Flight. They didn't added Layla Gray to them. You got well Eminem, Mason Mansoor, whatever. They in ROH, but it's other tag
Whoa,
teams.
pause. Do not do no. Never ever mention Mason and Mansoor on this podcast ever again. After what I saw last week, never mention them again on this podcast.
It was like they like Billy and Chuck.
Bro, no, absolutely not.
Oh, you talking about old boy getting on the
They're worse.
trying to All right, so who you
Bro.
got? I'm gonna take.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take FTR. Unless they're gonna hold on to the unless they're gonna
mm,
keep it on the Bucks, but the Bucks haven't been defending them, so I know FTR will at least defend them.
I'm gonna go with the Acclaim.
I thought about doing that because they have this new attitude and they do kind of need to build them back up to be uh
A
threats, but
strong tag
I'm
team
gonna
and not
stick
a
with
faction.
yeah I'm gonna stick with FTR. All right, I'm not gonna do the 0 hour match. It's a mixed tag match with Willow and Chris Statlander and their managers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. So we have title versus career. Danielson versus Swerve Strickland. I'm going Swerve. I don't even need to think
Danielson.
about it. Okay.
I'm going Danny Boy.
Okay.
He's not retiring without the title.
I said yeah. I said Swerve because I want Swerve to win. But to be honest,
Yeah, I want Swerve to win.
Swerve's title reign hasn't been all that at all.
No, it's not.
Um, and like you
They
said,
pulled the
Danielson,
WWE on with a black champion.
yeah, and Danielson hasn't had any solo belt. He hasn't had any belt actually in AEW. He hasn't had a tag belt either. Um,
Mm-mm. He just had ROH, right? No, he hasn't had ROH. Yes, he did.
no, he hasn't. He hasn't had anything. Swerve's
Bro, I
title
could have
reign
swore
will be
he held the
great with this
ROH.
win. Nah, Swerve's title reign will be great with this win. Yeah, but at the same time, I still feel like there's more for Danielson to do in AEW. So I don't think that because Swerve could always win it back.
He would have to go on a
Like
streak
a
of
million more times.
beating. He would have to beat Moxley. Like he would have to beat a
Oh,
plethora of people for his title reign to be.
okay. If Swerve,
Oh,
this is how I'll know. This is how I'll know if Swerve is going to win while watching the event. If Hangman wins this damn gauntlet, then Swerve is
Swerve's
defending.
winning.
Then Swerve's winning
Yeah.
because their feud isn't over. So yeah, if Hangman wins the gauntlet, then Swerve's going to win. But since we don't know what's going to happen,
Well,
I'll roll
not
with Danielson.
necessarily because even if Hangman loses, I mean, even if Hangman wins and Swerve loses, the probably next title match would be a triple threat match.
Hmm. All right, all right. So that
See,
was our
Xander
AEW.
doing it again. Hold up, Xander
Oh,
doing
a
it
Seth type of.
again.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, a Seth type of reign. No, Seth was better.
I'm
Seth,
not going there
Seth's
with you,
title
bro.
reign has Seth's title reign has been better. Oh, Truth was on your side. He said, I was just about to say a triple threat.
Yep.
Okay. So moving on to WWE. What do you think so far of the Bash at Berlin card? Because
Week.
because
I feel like that
that
day.
is next it's next week. It's not because it's the 31st, so it's next week.
Brian, what the hell? What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. He about to get in here trolling.
Yes, we can't see you. That's why.
Yeah. We get it.
Okay, Bash in Berlin is it's pretty weak right now. And I think it's only weak because we just don't know what else is to come. Um,
I'm gonna
like,
run down the
do we
matches
even
that
have?
are currently on here.
Okay,
All right, and then we're not gonna have to give we don't have to give any predictions. We just need to. I'll just let you know what's on here. All right, so we have whoa. Okay, so Intercontinental Championship is a triple threat. Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Kaiser.
what?
Uh, that's what it says, right? I'm on
Hold on,
TBS
hold on,
Sports.
hold on, hold on,
They must have just made
bro.
that.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
I didn't even think that Braun had a IC match.
First of all, why do they even have that when Jay Uso just said Monday that he's entering the tournament next week to face the Intercontinental Champion?
Yeah, let me see.
That makes no sense
Okay, that must have
because that's
been
an automatic.
something. They
I'm
must
about to
have just
say
thought.
that's an automatic.
Yeah,
That's an automatic win for Braun Breaker because that doesn't make any sense.
yeah. CBS. Okay, here is the confirmed matches
None
so
of them.
far. Here's the confirmed matches so
Okay.
far. So, uh, because well, hold on, Santos. These are predictions. Because Santos and LA Knight. That's not at Bash of Berlin, is it? That's on SmackDown.
Yeah. I'm not sure. They haven't confirmed it yet.
Yeah, because I know the tag belts, the Profits versus the Bloodline is on SmackDown. I do know that. All right, so this is the confirmed
Is it on
matches. So we
SmackDown?
got yeah, it's on. They said it last. They said it this past Friday. Yeah. So Gunther versus Randy. Uh, Cody versus KO. Priest and the Terror
Mm-hmm.
Twins. Priest and Rhea versus Dom and Liv, and Punk versus Drew in a
Mm-hmm.
four corners match that we or AKA a strap match that we found out on Monday.
Right. Okay. So if there
So these are the
is going to
four
be another
matches.
match, shit, I feel like that the tag team match needs to be at Bash in Berlin, and I'm gonna tell
It's
you
not.
why. I'm gonna tell you why it should. No,
Yeah,
not saying that it couldn't. It could end in a disqualification and it could be extended to Bash at Berlin, but
that's true. That's true.
that needs to that needs to happen at Bash in Berlin because in order to set up for bad blood, you need Roman costing the bloodline 2.0 to lose those titles.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Well, do we even think that Roman is going to be on SmackDown next week or this week?
Roman has been cleared for every
I'm talking about
live
based off of the
taping
attack.
thus far.
I'm talking about based off of the attack.
Yeah, because he
Do you
got
think
up.
that because the
It
way that
wasn't.
he
It
was
wasn't,
selling, the way that he sold it, and we could
bro. It
get
wasn't
into
that,
it because you put it in here, so we'll just talk about it now. Roman Reigns versus
yeah.
Jacob. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't know.
He
He
got
sold
kicked
that
with a
shit
boot.
crazy. Yeah.
He got kicked with a boot. But if you notice, like he wasn't down and out when they were doing a pose over him, like pause. But they were like he wasn't incapacitated. You get what I'm saying? He was definitely like still moving around. So I don't feel like he's down and out. Like I feel like he'd show up, try to get retribution, they kick him down again, but he might come. I feel like that if they did the title at Bash in Berlin, that's when we get Jimmy to help him. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. But
So Roman's gonna get beat down at least 2 or 3 more times before he even has any help.
yeah, okay. So let's see here. So yeah, we talked about that, but the so we got
But I just want to
two
hold on.
title
I
matches
just
so
want to put
far.
this. I just
Yeah,
want to put this out there. WWE, y'all did it again. We just got done talking about it. Like, when are we going to see Roman and Jacob encounter? There's been postings like they've been holding him separate, and then boom, he kicks him with a boot. I just want to say it's just very ironic. But keep going. Yeah, we only got two title matches.
and this one. So I just read off four. Triple H likes to keep it to five, maybe six, but this is Bash at Berlin. I don't know if it's going to go six.
Nah, this isn't,
So
and that's the thing. This isn't like a big powerhouse. This is new. This is a new PLE. So
and then because I don't think that the women, I don't think that the tag titles are going to be defended there. They haven't said anything yet. 'Cause I think they're supposed to defend them on Friday against Bianca and Jade. Because
again,
Bianca and Jade won that gauntlet. They won that gauntlet match.
hmm,
And then Nia doesn't have an opponent. She just got tagged by Mia Yim, so they're not going to set that up that quick. Or Meechin, my bad.
yeah.
All right. So that's sorry. So that's our thoughts on it so far. You spoke about Jay Uso. How do you
Hmm.
feel? At first, he was talking about him and Sammy winning the tag belts back from the Judgment Day. Now he's talking about going solo again and winning the IC championship.
Because Sammy has decided to take some time off.
So do you see Jay getting involved in this Judgment Day storyline at all?
No.
Okay. You think they're just going to
Mm-mm.
play it up on social media, but he's not going to
I
actually
feel like
get
because
involved?
because of I feel like because of the level that Braun Breaker is on right now and the level Jay Uso is on right now, that's about to come to blows.
Yeah. Oh, and then Sheamus and Kaiser, they have their own beef going. That's why when I read that, I was like, hold on, what?
You talking about Sheamus Kaiser and Pete Dunne.
Yeah. Pete Dunne
And
was
Pete
just
Dunne doing he's doing
NXT
double
work.
duty. Yeah,
Yeah.
he doing double duty.
Hmm. All right. So, all right, that's our quick thoughts on that. Moving on, is the New Day breaking up?
The fan me says yes. The logical thinking says no. I think it is a work of some sort. I'm not saying he's cleared, but I feel like Big E comes to play in some kind of way to vouch for Odyssey Jones at like helping them, and he kind of saves the New Day from self-destructing.
Okay. So I saw this. Well, I'm glad that
Now,
they finally. Go ahead.
Now, I do want to say this though. If you notice, Kofi has been hurt a lot and has been off TV a lot since Big E has gone, leaving Xavier Woods to manage on kind of like a singles run. And they've tested it. He's lost more than he's won, but I'm not throwing that out. The fact that they could possibly break up, but what they've been together for 11 years
Yeah.
and they've never broken up in
Uh,
those whole 11 years. Now, when we had the Shield is broken up three times in the midst of their whole faction being,
hmm
so
Hell,
that's
even
something that
DX broke up and got back together.
so that's something that I can say. So, will it be awkward? No, but
I mean,
I think it
they finally broke the Usos up. Never thought that would happen.
now, like I said, they call shit back. They called it. First of all, this shit is in the A. It's in Atlanta. You
Yep.
got Cody
Woods is from
Rhodes.
Atlanta.
You got Cody Rhodes promoting with freaking Metro Boomin. So you already know October 5th is about to be lit. and they don't call it
Yeah,
bad blood for no reason. I feel like it's about to
damn
be
ticket
so much
prices.
chaos. It's about, bro. Did you look at them? $3,000 for the floor. I was like, bro, y'all got to be capping, dog. Like,
This
but
better be like a mini WrestleMania the way that they hyping this shit.
bro, they making this seem like this is one of their, one of their
They
top
might
four.
they might test it out. This might be the next biggest one.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
yeah,
who's to say that Bad Blood could actually be the heel turn? Like, I feel like we're getting some kind of turn at Bad Blood.
this is what I was gonna say. I like the fact that Woods that we finally got to see them address it on camera. Woods
Yeah,
pulled Kofi to the side and said, "Hey man, yo, what's up with you bringing in Odyssey? It feels like you're trying to replace E, and you ain't talked to me about it."
yeah,
And then he was like, "Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Just this is like big homie, little homie. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to help the young boy like get his bearings and stuff like that."
yeah.
And then Odyssey is so funny because he's always walking in. He's always like, "Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, dog?" Talking to Woods, like trying to get him hype. Like he's totally
Mm-hmm.
oblivious to the fact that Woods is throwing shade at him.
Woods ain't, yeah, Woods ain't feeling them.
And uh,
The fact that Odyssey got the dub.
and also the fact that Kofi chose Odyssey instead of Woods to tag. But did you watch any of the Fanatics Fest interviews with the wrestlers?
I watched some of them.
So Big E and Tyler Breeze were hosting the event, and I think this is before
Mm-hmm.
they had Drew McIntyre come out. And one of the
Mm-hmm.
fan questions was, "Big E, how do you feel about Odyssey Jones?"
Mm-hmm.
And on that, Big E pretty much said that Odyssey Jones is his replacement. Like he pretty much said it. Like Odyssey Jones is my
Yeah.
replacement. And then because he also talked about how he's not even thinking about wrestling right now. Drew McIntyre said that Big E facing Big E would be one of his dream matches, and Big E
Yeah.
started getting hyped. But yeah, right now Big E, there's no timetable for Big E to come back. He's not even considering wrestling right now. So he pretty much
Yeah.
confirmed that Odyssey Jones is his replacement. This is what I was reading. Well, actually, I was watching another podcast and I saw some people in the comments say this. They said, "What if Odyssey Jones and Kofi turn on Woods?
You said Odyssey could turn on Xavier Woods?
What if Odyssey and Kofi turn on Woods
Nah, I wouldn't like that.
and Odyssey becomes Kofi's muscle?"
And Kofi turns heel?
Yeah, Kofi ain't been healed since the New Day was healed when they first got together. Because you know what I'm saying,
No.
in wrestling
Anybody, any
we
okay, this is what I will say. It puts me in the mindset of it puts me in the
Drew said that was
mindset
he said that would
of
suck.
um it puts me in the mindset of damn Apollo and what was the dude name that he had with him when he was African
Prince
Apollo?
Aziz, Prince Aziz,
Yeah, yeah. It puts me in the mindset of that, and I didn't like that.
Commander Aziz, yeah, Commander
Yeah,
Aziz.
Commander Aziz. I didn't like that. Um, so I wouldn't feel that.
Will Ospreay and MJF in the ring cutting the promo. All right, so uh, yeah, I don't, because did you see the backstage segment? It was one of the WWE exclusives with Scarlett talking to Karrion Cross.
Mm-mm.
So Karrion Cross was walking around backstage talking to her. And he was like, "Yo, I think what if I ram a bus into like where they are?" Some saying some shit like that, and he was just trying to think of ideas to mess with them. And she
Yeah.
pretty much told him, "It's over. It's done. You've planted the seed. Now just let it grow
Mm.
and just leave him alone. We're done here."
Yeah.
So pretty much he's saying, General Aziz, thank you. He said, so pretty much she's telling him to let it be. He's already planted the seeds, just like when Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family tried to plant the seeds in Woods to get them to break up. Because remember,
Yeah.
Woods, he was the one. Big E and Kofi was down to fight, and Woods was he was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if we should do it.
Hmm.
This is the second time that they have tried to corrupt Woods into leaving the group. Because to be
Yeah.
fair, he hasn't had the same success as E and Kofi. They have both been WWE champions.
Right.
Big E won Money in the Bank, and then when
But
Woods won King of the Ring,
but
but they weren't treating it like they treat King of the Ring currently.
but we could keep it. We could keep it a
So this is
buck. The
perfect for
reason,
Woods to turn.
but we could keep it a buck. Back then, we already knew the reason why Woods didn't get. He didn't get the same success, and it was because of the stuff with Saraya. We already know when that hit mainstream, that diminished Woods ever having any kind of solo agreement.
which is which is hilarious considering who was running the company at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I still remember when the New Day and the Usos had that rap battle with Wale was hosting, and the Usos
Yeah.
was like, "Don't get X rated like your boy Xavier Woods."
Hmm.
All right, so moving on. Uh, so this is a little fun subject. So AI uh, has predicted the Royal Rumble winners for the men and women for the next 5 years. I just want to get your thoughts on the winners. If I can find the fucking picture. Well, damn, I think I might have deleted it. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
Uh, do you just highlighted two things? Do you want to talk about those?
No, those are things that we already went over.
We talked about Hulk Hogan saying he wanted to body slam Kamala Harris. Yeah, that's what he just said like two
First of
days
all,
ago.
first of all, Trey, don't get us canceled. Do not you about to get us canceled.
That's what he said.
I know what he said. I'm saying you're gonna end up getting us canceled if I make a reply to that. So I choose not to reply.
Well, this just goes. This goes again to the the stupid stuff that Hulk Hogan continues to say, no matter
And
what
y'all
the
didn't.
subject is.
Okay, this is where I can interject. And y'all did not want Roman to beat his record because what? Because you want to keep this man relevant, but he says stupid stuff that impacts the same company that he used to work for, that he still promotes stuff for, that he still is in a representation. First of all, we all knew that Vince was racist to some degree. Um, and then we knew Hulk Hogan was racist to some degree. He even admitted it. So for him
It
to
ain't no, it
say
ain't no,
something
it
like
ain't no
that,
some degree.
I said, like, but he even admitted it. He's apologized, but admitted it. But then not only did he say something that could be looked as racist, he said something that could be looked as domestic.
I'll be right back.
One, one, she's a female. One,
Keep
she's a
going.
female. You guys see what like you don't put certain figures, especially when it comes like with children. Like it's still kids that look up to Hulk Hogan and role play as Hulk Hogan and everything like that. You do not put somebody like that in politics or to speak anything related to politics. Like you don't see The Rock speaking on political stuff. He was not at the
Heck, he didn't, but he did come out and say that he regretted voting for Joe Biden. So he did get political for a little bit. But you're right. He didn't show up to the. He did not show up to the DNC.
Trade. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
As soon as you came back in, my mic went out. I don't know what's going on. Every time you do something, my mic goes out. But like you, you don't see really like you don't see no black wrestlers from any kind of sports. You don't see LeBron James speaking at the DNC. You
yeah,
you
he do.
don't
not at the
He,
DNC.
yeah, but I'm just saying on a public platform, like you would see
Yeah.
tweet or a post or an Instagram post, but coming out and actually saying stuff to where you could replay it over and over and over and over again, and just knowing what kind of pedestal that you stand on, man, come on now, he's a joke, bro. I never liked Hulk Hogan, never. I never liked him.
Yeah, so as far as Hogan, I still support the NWO. If you look at our merch, I still support the NWO, but that's
I
because I like
support NWO Wolfpack.
I still like Nash, I still like Hall, even Six Pack, but and I still believe that the NWO was a great group, still probably my favorite group, but it ain't because of Hogan.
Nah,
So I just wanted to put that out there that Hulk Hogan continues to put his foot in his mouth and say stupid things.
yeah,
Now,
he's always gonna be stupid until the day that he croaks.
speaking of Vince McMahon,
And
how you feel about Mark Henry? How you feel about Mark Henry and Bobby Lashley showing support for Vince McMahon?
um, okay, so you show support to somebody who's always been your boss, right?
Hmm.
You never wrestled against them. You never, you know, had to see them in any kind of way except being their boss. When it comes to Triple H, at once upon a time, that was just your partner, right? Like not your coworker. Let me say this: if you notice that every I'm put it in a real time. Like, how would you feel if your coworker, who is just as equal to you, might be a little, um, might be a little higher, might be a little lower, whatever per se. You got a promotion and was now your boss, and
Hmm.
didn't give you this, and then kind of overshadowed you, didn't push you up there, didn't give you that good type of praise that you thought you would get. Like that's your homie. You be like, oh, that's my homie. He got everything about to be easy street for me because he's the boss now. And then you don't get that push. That's like what Bobby Lashley's going through right now. Is that you thought that somebody who was at equal level and equal standards as you was going to give you the push of a lifetime when it wasn't that. that that is very true. That's very true. And but you support somebody who's literally made a mockery of a word that symbolizes hate coming from them, but brotherly love coming from us. You get what I'm saying? Like on live TV, he actually says certain things that symbolizes hate when it comes out of his mouth. But when we say it, we say it as a brotherly type of greeting.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
you only show him some support how you were pushed during that platform. Like, okay, under technically Bobby Lashley, you became a champion under the Triple H regime because Triple H was the COO. So technically you became a champion because Triple H really wanted you to be a champion at that time, not because Vince really wanted you to be a champion. Let's just keep it a buck. You the final say so was Vince, but the initial say so came from Triple H. So that's the only thing that I could argue with.
Yeah. I didn't really have too much on that. Just wanted to get your
Yeah.
thoughts really quick. Um, I do have something that this is an audible. I had to change something because I couldn't find my information about the AI or wrong predictions. That was just a little fun segment. But this is from PW Insider. There are many times where Triple H is scrolling through Twitter on from WWE's gorilla position at the broadcast and paying very close attention to what the audience is doing and reacting to it as the shows are going on the air. He pays very close attention to what the audience wants, not just live, but also based on social media feedback.
Hey,
How you feel about that?
that, that's smart. That means like, come on, that's you being accustomed to the new norm. That's you being accustomed to things have changed since back then. Like you really have to give these people what they want to be a successful company. Like, and I don't say that he's taking that from anybody else. I feel like that more than likely his wife like, look, we got kids. Our kids see things. If you want to reach this certain generation, you have to go to where the generation mainly communicates. So I feel like that's awesome. Like I feel like him using being scrolling through, seeing what's hit, seeing what's a miss, seeing if this is good. Like as you'll see, you'll see changes that he makes to pretty much every Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do got another audible. So it was posted on Instagram and it said in the next 5 years, could you see where Triple H is running Raw, Shawn Michaels is running SmackDown? I think you posted that junk too. And CM Punk is running NXT.
So they asked CM Punk that at the Fanatics Fest also, and
Yeah.
he said that he would like to learn from Shawn Michaels rather than take over for him.
Hmm.
Um, I I wouldn't necessarily be mad at that. Because we see what Shawn Michaels is doing with the SmackDown. I mean, with the NXT roster. NXT is hot right now. Um, Also, Punk works a lot with the NXT talent. He's always going back to the Performance Center and working with the youth.
Yeah.
So, and then he's always got his favorites. Because
Hmm.
in AEW, you could tell that he was working a lot with Britt Baker because he always used to shout her out. Now
Yeah.
he's shouting Roxanne Perez out the way Booker T does. So it looks like he works a lot with her.
And Corey Jade
Um,
because he had her
and
T-shirt
Corey
on.
J. Yep. So he's got his favorites in NXT.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with management having favorites like that because you can clearly tell when it happens.
Yeah.
but
True.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I would not be
Yeah.
mad at that. All right, and I think we're almost done here. We're gonna skip the Ronda Rousey stuff. Oh, okay. Uh, how you feel about this new GM support line that Adam Pierce has? Phone number is 248-434-5508, where you can call him and leave a voicemail complaining about the show or whatever. You remember when WCW used to have that hotline that
Yeah.
Mean Gene used to host?
I don't. Okay, so it kind of goes in line with Triple H being on Twitter.
Hmm.
Like they really trying to take into they're really trying to take into consideration what the fans think. That's the only thing I can really say.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I low key want to call the number just so I could see how it sounds, and but I don't really know what I would complain about. I just want to call it. What would
Uh,
you do? You have anything that you would complain about?
yeah. Okay. The only thing I would say is that gosh, SmackDown more wrestling, less promos for a 2 hour show. Raw, I would say more of a mixture of stuff because I feel like that we see just the same group so much throughout the show. But Raw has been pretty good as of lately. I wouldn't really have not much too much to complain about with Raw.
The only complaint that I had was Priest and Rhea no selling everything. Um, but
Well, they just
I
did
understood.
that.
Yeah, I understood why they did it, and I knew as soon as Roman got beat down, I knew they were going to get beat down. Because they're pretty much telling the same story on two different shows.
True.
The Bloodline turned well. Solo turned on Roman because the bloodline that he had didn't turn on him, just like Judgment Day
Right.
turned on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's interesting. Um, so I have our subscriber question, and we will end off with this. This actually comes from Xandal. uh,
Oh shit. Let me damn. Let me get ready for this. Shit.
all
Let me
right,
get ready
and
for
his
this.
question is, how do we think the landscape would be now if Cody had lost instead of won at WrestleMania?
Oh. Oh. You can start.
Well, if you remember, I wanted
Roman
Roman
away.
to win. I wanted Roman to win.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that it was going to kill Cody's character had he lost. I got
Mm-hmm.
some pushback on that, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that it would have done because if you look at it right now, the only reason that Cody is even relevant within the bloodline is because he has the title. But other than that, Cody has nothing to do with this bloodline feud. We don't know when the
As
Rock
of
is
yet.
coming back. We
As
don't
of
know
yet.
when the Rock is coming back. And he just had we talked about it on the last show. He's just been having filler after filler after filler feud.
Yeah.
I I have something I want to say, but I'm not going to say it yet. I'm gonna wait till we do our Bash at Berlin predictions. But I honestly I don't know where we would be right now. Like let's say I think you still could have had I think you still could have had the bloodline turn on Roman because they was already teasing Solo turning on Roman anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we still probably could be here. They just wouldn't be fighting over the title over the Ulafala. It would be over the title.
It
But
would have been over
what you
everything.
think? Yeah, it just would have been at
All
that
right.
point.
So, how does the landscape change? So, the landscape if Cody lost would change to where we probably don't get. Okay, we get certain matches for him that is similar to what he's going through now, but they just don't mean anything. You get what I'm saying? They're like not as meaningful. And mind you, most of the matches that he is currently in aren't meaningful, but we get that just threw me off. I think had
Yeah,
Cody
I
Cody
think had
lost,
Cody lost, Jay would have won Money in
Jay
the
would
Bank.
have. Yes, he would have. Yes, he would have. That's a very valid point. But okay, so we get Cody versus AJ Styles, but it doesn't hold as much weight because it wouldn't have been for the title. We get Cody versus certain people, but it doesn't hold that much weight because, like, we get Cody versus Logan Paul, but it doesn't hold weight because he doesn't have the title. We still get those matches, but does it make sense? We might have gotten a Randy Orton versus Cody for number one contender. You get what I'm saying? We wouldn't futurely get Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. So, in me personally, I think that right now, even Roman coming back now is still too soon.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why I think it's too soon. I feel like it's rushed a little bit, but it is good timing for the company. But story wise, I think it's rushed. I think they only got the tag team championships. They didn't get nothing else. They didn't even get a mid card title. You get what I'm saying? Like regularly, it was supposed to be Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga as the tag team champions. Jacob Fatu as the United States champion, and then you would have had Solo trying to get the WWE championship, right?
Yeah, that would have been a reverse of the original bloodline because Solo never had a title with them either.
Exactly. it would have been that, but of course, it's going to be harder for Solo to fill those shoes because he's not it, right? He's trying to earn that head of the table, like he's trying to be that. But I think the landscape would have. Honestly, we don't get if Cody loses, we don't get face Roman right now. We don't ever get that face Roman turn.
Well, like I said, we still could have got it because Solo still could have turned on Roman.
That would have just made Solo a face.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It
feel
was
like
just him
we got. I feel.
following his brother's lead.
I feel like what. I feel like we got beaten into submission into liking Roman, and he
As a
probably
heel.
because he was champion for so long that
And
if the Rock
and what I'm
because if
getting is like,
had the Rock who was already a massive heel had the Rock and Solo and God shown up to take on the Roman and Uso bloodline, then Roman and them would have been faced.
okay, the only thing that would have made sense is if Roman would have won at WrestleMania, right? The Rock would have had to turn on him right then and there,
Which he
or
probably would have.
he would have gave Solo the nod to turn on Roman, right? So
Yep.
that would have happened. That part would have happened, and then little by little, the Rock would have been calling in, the extras and extras and extras and extras and stuff like that. No, I don't think Solo should have been champ when Roman returned. Just him having the Ulafala is good enough
Yeah.
because in their heritage, that means more than being the champion. You when you wear the Ulafala, you are their champion, but then you get the championship. Like Roman got the Ulafala after he was already champion.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P. to the Wild Samoans. They presented it to him.
Yes, yeah. So like he got that after the fact. He was already a champion, but he was by himself. He had to literally earn that by beating his cousin.
Yeah, because that was crazy. That was iconic because it was during the Thunderdome era. You had the Wild Samoans up there, his father and his uncle presenting him with the Ulafala, while you got Jimmy consoling Jay, and they're just watching Roman as he gets crowned as the head of the family.
Hmm.
Now
Now, how do you feel about Jay wearing the blue Ulafala at Fanatics?
that shit was hard,
It
but
was. It was.
I want one now. I still want the red one though. They're like $60 on Etsy,
Yeah.
but
But the
I
landscape.
don't. But I think that no, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna get answer your question really quick. Uh, when they do these types of interviews and stuff like that, it's half canon, half kayfabe, and half real life.
Mhm.
I think that Jay only did that because it was a fan thing and because he's never won it on TV. Uh,
Except for when Roman put it on him.
yeah, but I'm talking about since then, and the fact that he changed the
No.
color of it because when
Hmm.
Umaga was wearing it, it was red. The one
Hmm.
when Alpha and Sega they had red ones on. The one they gave to Roman was red. Jay having the blue one is just. I feel like it doesn't even count as the real Ulafala.
Right.
So so I don't make anything. I don't make anything of it. The shit was hard though, and he wore it just
Hmm.
like Roman over the shoulders.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this before we get out of here. Paul Heyman said this in via Newsweek. He said, "We are now in a new era of the bloodline story with Roman Reigns not being the champion." How does he correct that? How does he take back the name of the tribal chief? Who is the head of the table, Solo or Roman Reigns? Jimmy is not here. Jay is not here. The wise man is not back yet. How does Roman Reigns deal with those issues on his own? Does one man clean up the village like an old western and get his revenge? Maybe he can't do it by himself, even if he wants to. What are the twists and turns that have to happen? We have a long road ahead of us. All I can say is, for me, how I see the trajectory of it and the many ways we can go about it is going to be fascinating and will hopefully put our past 4 years of work to shame. That was from
He
Paul
just
Heyman.
gave he just gave you what's the you know when you reading a book and you got that like the
The plot,
bibliography or
yeah, the plot
yeah
line.
like in the front before the story begins, like that's what he
Hmm.
just gave us. Like he already name dropped Jay and Jimmy. I'm still not ruling out the fact that Brock Lesnar could come back and forge some kind of truce with Roman because of Paul Heyman. I'm not ruling out none of that.
Hmm. I agree.
Don't rule out Zilla coming because he's definitely on his way. Like it's about to be mayhem. And I feel like that they. I know a lot of people say Sammy, bro. Like I'm not. I don't honestly. I don't see Sammy in the midst of this. If Zilla comes, I don't see Sammy there.
Yeah, it'd be a nice callback to get them back together at least for that one match.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I agree. And one more thing. Speaking about Jay, so you know how you said that you don't see him getting involved in the Judgment Day stuff. You know, him and Priest been tagging together or having matches on
Yeah.
the live shows.
Okay,
So
so he could like if he needed a partner and stuff like that, then yeah, I probably could see Jay being like a partner on a live show because he has no one else, and he could probably consult in Rhea because Rhea wears a bracelet that has Yeet on it. So
she said that Jay's her. She said that Jay's her favorite wrestler right now, besides Priest.
yeah, so there's a big possibility that Jay Uso could help out the Terror Twins.
But I still believe that he is getting sent to SmackDown because I still believe that the Randy Orton and A Town Down Under are getting sent over to Raw.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and here's a fun thing. This is the last thing, the very last thing. Here's a fun thing. So, how you feel about Nia Jax having a faction with Tiffy Time and Pretty Deadly, but she's the leader.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. We
Hey man,
appreciate you.
that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, take us, sign us out.
But yeah, you've been listening to Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. This is your boy OTR Mike Drop, aka the Oracle.
And this is your boy Trey, aka Treyway, aka Wednesday Night Trey. If you look at our scroller down here, this is everywhere that you can follow us on social media. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Click the bell if you want to be notified when we're going live. Also, just make sure to follow us on Spotify as well if you just want to hear us audibly and not visually. And yeah, man, we'll be back. We'll holler at y'all next week.
Peace, y'all.